Picture this. You're building a modern web app, and your users expect to toggle seamlessly between light and dark mode, or even have their color preferences persist between sessions. But every time you reach for a third-party theming library, your bundle grows, your codebase gets more complex, and you lose visibility into what's happening under the hood. What if you could deliver a flawless, type-safe global theme switcher without a single extra dependency? In this tutorial, you'll discover how to architect a robust, production-ready theme switcher using just React context and TypeScript. You'll learn how to ensure strict type safety so that every theme property is validated at compile time, how to persist user preferences across sessions for a seamless experience, and how to respect system-level color schemes for true accessibility. By the end, you'll be able to confidently implement scalable theming in any React project, gaining control, maintainability, and performance. No more black box solutions. If you're serious about building reliable, professional-grade frontends, mastering this approach will set your app and your team apart. For more high-quality, practical tutorials that keep you ahead of the curve, make sure to subscribe and stay updated on the latest in front-end engineering. Imagine the challenge of communicating a message from the CEO of a global company to every individual employee, regardless of their department or location. Passing the message through each manager, then each team lead, and so on, is slow and error-prone. Key details might get lost or distorted. React Context solves a similar problem in user interfaces. Instead of manually passing props through every layer of a component tree, Context provides a direct line of communication from a central provider to any consumer within the app, no matter how deep they are in the hierarchy. This is particularly vital for application-wide concerns like theming. When a user toggles dark mode, every component, from the navigation bar to the smallest button, needs to know instantly so their appearance remains consistent. React Context acts as the global broadcast system. The provider sets the current theme, and any consumer, no matter where it resides, can access or react to that theme change. This removes the need for cumbersome prop drilling and ensures a single source of truth for critical global state like the current theme mode. By leveraging context, we create interfaces that respond uniformly and efficiently to changes, providing users with a seamless and predictable experience. Type safety in JavaScript is like having a carefully curated menu at a restaurant. Every dish is clearly described, with precise ingredients, so both chefs and customers know exactly what to expect. In TypeScript, applying type safety to themes means defining, in advance, all the possible properties a theme can have, such as background, foreground, accent, or error colors. This is enforced through interfaces and enums, which act as contracts between different parts of your application. For example, when you define a theme interface, every theme object must include all the specified properties and nothing extra. This prevents subtle bugs. If a component expects a color called accent and a theme is missing it, TypeScript will flag the error before the code even runs. Enums further constrain theme modes to known, valid options, such as light or dark, preventing typos or accidental introduction of unsupported modes. Type safety ensures that as your application grows, with more themes, more developers, and more components, every part of your app speaks the same language about what a theme is. This consistency reduces runtime errors, simplifies refactoring, and allows for powerful auto-completion, making development smoother and more reliable. This is the heart of the application where the theme provider wraps the app, and the theme switcher and a themed button are rendered. The usage of context-driven CSS variables ensures the UI updates instantly and type safely upon theme changes. Theme definitions are stored centrally in a strictly typed fashion using TypeScript enums and interfaces. This ensures that all components using themes only have access to validated, type-safe theme properties, preventing runtime errors and enforcing consistency across the application. The theme context defines the shape of the theme state and actions available throughout the app. By initializing with undefined, It enforces that all consumers are wrapped by the provider, catching misusage early in development. The display name aids debugging in React Dev Tools. The theme provider manages the theme mode state, synchronizes it with local storage for persistence across sessions, listens to system color scheme changes, and injects CSS variables into the root document element. It exposes a fully typed context value for downstream components. The custom hook use theme offers a safe, convenient way for any component to access the theme context. It throws a descriptive error if used outside the theme provider, enforcing correct usage patterns throughout the codebase. This example-themed button component consumes the theme context and applies theme properties to its inline styles. All styling tokens are type-safe and automatically update when the theme context changes. The theme switcher component enables users to toggle between light and dark themes. It leverages the toggle mode function from the context, and its label adapts based on the current theme. This is the main entry point which mounts the app component and imports global styles, ensuring the entire app is wrapped in the theme context from the outset. Global CSS variables are declared for theme tokens. The body uses these variables for background and text color, with transitions for smooth theme switching. These CSS variables are updated dynamically by the theme provider. A test file that verifies the theme provider defaults, toggles modes, and persists user preference in local storage. Uses React testing library for robust production-grade test coverage. The package.json lists all dependencies and scripts needed for TypeScript React development, testing, and building. No third-party theming or state libraries are present, adhering to the native-only approach. The demonstration begins with the application interface fully loaded and visible. The main header and theme switcher are presented at the top of the page. The focus moves to the theme switcher button, which displays the current theme and offers to switch to the opposite mode, for example, from light to dark mode. Upon hovering, the button highlights to indicate interactivity. When clicked, the UI transitions smoothly to the alternate theme. Background and foreground colors update instantly throughout the app, including the header, content area, and interactive components. After a few moments, the theme switcher is clicked again, reverting the interface back to the original theme, with all visual elements immediately reflecting the change. Next, the page scrolls down to reveal a set of demo components. Attention centers on a primary button labeled Click Me. The button receives keyboard focus, causing its focus ring to appear, demonstrating accessible focus styling that remains visible and clear in both light and dark modes. Pressing the tab key cycles focus, highlighting the button's accessibility compliance. Clicking the Click Me button provides visual feedback, confirming the button is interactive and responds as expected within the active theme. A secondary button labeled Delete, styled to indicate a destructive action, comes into view. This button is also focused, showing its own distinct focus style, then clicked, visually confirming its active state and theme-aware styling. The demonstration continues with a scroll to the accessibility section, where an accessibility checker is displayed. This section highlights the application's color contrast ratio and its compliance with accessibility standards, confirming that theme changes do not compromise text legibility or visibility. Further scrolling brings up the theme token preview area. Here, viewers can inspect the live palette of theme tokens, such as background, foreground, accent, and error colors, showing their current values and how these variables drive the app's consistent styling. With this preview in view, the theme is switched again using the theme switcher, and all token values and their visual representations update in real time to reflect the new theme. The page is then scrolled back to the header, providing a comprehensive view of the fully updated user interface in the selected theme. All interactive and visual elements are shown to adapt seamlessly, demonstrating a robust, type-safe, and accessible global theme switcher experience. Now, you've seen exactly how to craft a type-safe global theme switcher in React with TypeScript. No third-party libraries, just clean production-ready code. You're not just switching themes, you're building interfaces that feel consistent, accessible, and professional. Implementing these patterns in your own projects means less debugging, happier users, and code that scales painlessly as your app grows. Take what you've learned and apply it to your next project, whether it's adding system preference support, customizing branding, or ensuring your UI meets accessibility standards. If you want more guides that break down advanced concepts into practical steps you can use right away, subscribe now. You'll accelerate your learning curve and be ready to take on even the toughest front-end challenges with confidence.